So, Basula Nisis Liyem Araviv Almana Liyem Achamishi. A virgin is married on Wednesday, a widow is married on Thursday. Shepamayim b'Shabbos Batidin Yeshim Bayaris, because twice a week the Bezdin is in the cities, Bayem Hasheni Bayem Chamishi, on Mondays and Thursdays. Now, what would happen there? If he gets up in the morning or realizes when he's consummating the marriage that she's really not a virgin, so then Hayamashkim LeBezdin, the following morning he would run to Bezdin. Rashi says, what does he do in Bezdin? Well, when he gets to Bezdin, there's a whole commotion, and people will say, oh yeah, we saw her with someone during the past year when she was already betrothed, and now you can't be with her. What do you want? Oh, so then it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, before Kedushin is no problem. That's why today we don't have any of these issues, because today we don't do a Kedushin a year earlier.
I thought the issue was he's going to claim he bought damage.
That's another claim. That's another claim. But for that, we don't need it. We don't need a takana to make sure that he doesn't stay married to her. This is a takana, a religious takana. It's not just a financial takana. Amar Rav Yosef, Amar Rav Yudah, Amar Shmuel, Mepnei Mar Basul Nisis Liyem Haravi. But here the Gemara is really asking on the language. Why does it say that she gets married on the Wednesday? Could have said maybe Nivelas B'Yem Haravi. That's Fisha Shanino, because it was taught Higias Man V'Lei Niso, that he sets a date when he's going to marry her. A year later, right? It's usually like 12 months. At that point, if he's a kohen, she's allowed to eat already. He's delinquent in his terms that he made with her, and so at that point, she's already allowed to eat from his inheritance. He's really married to her anyway. Okay, he's married to her because the betrothal was a year ago. Now we tell her that she's not allowed to eat truma yet, even though he's a kohen, and he's entering to prepare. Yeah.
It's easy to find a house in Orphan.
So she's really allowed to eat. She's really allowed to be eating his food anyway. But the only thing is, we said that he may hand her a pass of wine, a cup of wine, pass of the wine, and she'll pass it over to her brothers. Her brothers are not kohenim. She's the wife of a kohen, because she's still living in her father's house, so we don't want to do that. But if the time comes when she's supposed to be married and he's delinquent, then we let her eat the truma. Let's say it was a Sunday. That was the date. The date fell out on Sunday. We said no. Only from that Wednesday. So from the Sunday, even though that's the date, she doesn't already start eating the truma. She has to wait till Wednesday. Amar Rav Yosef. Mari Davram. Rabbi Yosef says, this was a statement from Rabbi Yosef in the name of Rabbi Yehuda, in the name of Shmuel. So Rabbi Yosef is commenting on the statement that he just said. He says, Amar Rabbi Yosef, Mari Davram. That's an old expression that means Rabbeinu Shalom, master of Avram. Tali Tanya b'delay Tanya. You took something that was taught and you made it dependent on something that wasn't taught. The Gemara says, what are you talking about? Hi Tanya v'hai Tanya. Hi Tanya, v'hai loy Tanya. This was taught and this wasn't. Which was taught and which wasn't taught? Ha Tanya v'ha Tanya. Both of them are taught. One's a Mishnah, one's a Brisa. Ela Tali Tanya de mefarish taima, but the Tanya de lay mefarish taima. You took a Mishnah that we have a reason for, and you said it's dependent on a Mishnah that doesn't have that we don't have a reason for. We have to restate this. In other words, our Mishnah. We'll see how it's going to say it. Rav Yudah, Amar Shmuel. Rav Yudah says, name of Shmuel. Why do we say that a virgin, her wedding is on a Wednesday? Why do we say that? Because if he realizes that Wednesday, or early Thursday morning, that she was not a virgin, he's going to go to Bezdin right away when his anger is really burning. He's going to run to Bezdin. And we don't want to delay that because we don't want him to say, oh, she's a good woman anyway, let me stay with her. And then he's going to be living with a woman that he's not allowed to because she's an adulteress. So we want him to be able to get to Beis Din right when he's angry. If you want to accept your logic, then why Thursday? Let it be on Monday. Let him get married on Sunday, because twice a week the Beis Din is in the cities, Monday and Thursday. Because the marriage, the betrothal was a year before. And within the last year,
It's only if it happened during.
it's only if it happened. Oh, so that's it. So far, that's a suffix. That's a suffix. That's a doubt. That's a doubt. The Gemara on a page later is going to discuss that. Yeah, it's a good point. That if he has a claim, he'll run to court on this right on the Monday. He'll get to court. Why does he have to get married on Wednesday and go on Thursday? He could go on get married on Sunday and go on Monday. Listen to this. The sages were concerned for the Jewish girls. We want the husband to be working, preparing the wedding feast for at least 3 days. So we give him Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday is the wedding. Echad b'Shabbos, Sheni b'Shabbos, Shlishi b'Shabbos, Revi Kainset, Wednesday is the wedding. Ba'achshav sheshaninu shaktu, oisa sheshaninu igias man, v'leinis eseichlis mishlei veichlis b'tshuma. And now that we've said that shaktu, that the sages are concerned that the wedding should take place. Now once that happens, that if the time came and the wedding didn't take place, then they eat. She can already eat from his property, which includes truma. If the wedding date came and it's Sunday, because he's not allowed to marry her anyway, so then he doesn't have to feed her at that point until the Wednesday. Therefore, let's say there was an accident, something beyond their control. Who? He got sick or she got sick. Aisha Pierce and Nida, or she became a Nida. Yeah, it's a big discussion about well, this is not a chuppah Nida. Chuppah Nida is a kedushin, right? Chuppah Nida is a nesuin, right? This is, he can't consummate the marriage because she's a Nida. In that case, that's not his fault, and he's not delinquent. So at that, he doesn't give her the food until he becomes negligent. And there are those that don't read this as a statement, but they ask it as a question. Let's say he gets sick. What is the din? Does he have to feed her food or not? What was the reason over there? Mishum da'anis. Because it was an accident. 1 second. What does it say? What was the anis? By the Sunday. Or chalsa, is it comparing it to chalsa or is it comparing it to Sunday? I don't know. Right. So Balchanami honest, and here also he's an inus, so he doesn't have to feed her because he's sick. Dilma, or maybe Hasamanis Bitakanta Ditkinale Rabbanan. It's the Sunday. Over there it's an inus because the sages instituted that he doesn't marry her then.
Oh, they wouldn't know in advance because it could be on the finish.
Right, the Beis Din. So that's an inus that the sages instituted. But hacha loy. But here it's a different sort of inus. This is just he got sick. And if we'd say that if he gets sick, we still consider him delinquent, and he has to feed her. What if she gets sick? It's not his fault. He says, I am standing. I'm here. Or maybe he could say, she could tell him, I know you can't marry me, but that's just because of your bad luck. It's like your field got flooded. But nevertheless, the time has come and I'm sorry, this is who I am. I'm not ready, I'm sick. Yeah. Vim Tim Tzalaimar. And if you say Armalenis Dachvasadeo, that your field just got inundated. So Pearson Mahu, what happens by Pearson Nida? What happens? Do we say that it's her fault? So B'shas Vestalaiti Ba'ila, that's your bad luck. That's what we're looking for. B'shas Vestalaiti Ba'ila, if it's the time when she's supposed to, her anticipated period is there, she can't say it's your bad luck. Kiti Ba'ilach, when is that question? If she gets a nida and it's not even the time when she's supposed to be, it's like off cycle. If because it's off cycle, maybe she can tell him, look, I'm so sorry, but this is what happened. It's your bad luck. So you have to support me now because it's the date of the wedding. And I know we can't consummate the marriage, but that's your bad luck. Or maybe we should say, can't claim it's his bad luck, that women sometimes change their cycle.